We whittled on them yesterday.
I thought you said today was the day.
Well, they jumped the gun on me. Yeah, so, yeah, they got the chipper out yesterday and they just whittled the heck. Some of Mike's trucks went by with the chipper.
Yeah. They didn't stop and help you, huh?
No. They got it covered evidently.
No, very neighborly.
Yeah.
So you want me to come help you, or you good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Might drive some by and take a look, see if that's good enough. But
You're the boss.
if not, we'll do more.
Yeah, I'd say that whole area just needs to
Yeah,
go away.
yeah,
Toward on them so they don't come back.
yeah.
Mike, do you recall what structure number that is at 2 north, 2 south, and 2 west? Where we're gonna be doing that Siemens ditch project?
No, probably not.
We're gonna need to have Dave and Colin go out there and look at that, cause it's on the hit list. So we probably ought to be preparing for that. Cause I think we told them not to take out that slab yet, right? In part of that project, we told them to leave all that alone in the drainage board meeting.
Cause we were gonna push that off onto.
Onto the bridge side.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Small structure.
Yeah. That's a wonky as hell how all that comes in right there.
Yeah. Have to call and stop out.
Correct.
Where's that? Which one is it?
I'll have you stop out there. I'd have to give you the number on it.
Okay.
So I can't remember off the top of my head. Just a lot going on right there.
Let me know. I'll go and check it out. Or I'll take Nate out there with me.
Is that a go then? Gonna be a go?
Which part?
Taking that ditch, taking out them trees.
Yeah.
When they take the trees out, they're gonna go take all them trees out.
Yep. Up there at 200 and 200, every one of them's going out on both sides.
I know that ditch goes back to the main line. The trees go over the road.
That's the biggest brushing in that whole deal. The other 2 fingers aren't too bad.
There's always trees going down on that road.
Yeah. All that's coming out.
I was looking at they make an attachment, I don't know if they make it for a John Deere. You know, them, like I was telling you about the mower that has this,
Yeah. Tiger mowers, we sell those.
there's one that goes on a grader. I just saw it. It wasn't a John Deere grader, it was a different grader, but I thought,
Yeah.
you never do the same thing if you're reach out there.
Yeah, there's pretty much stuff for that.
So many places that use it.
One of them ditch mowers would be good for you guys if one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 'cause you can do other things with it too.
Hell, about every county around us has one. We'll see what more stuff we can sell.
I got something I want to sell.
Yeah.
Anytime I hit one of those roads in a tractor,
Oh. Make a motion to open the meeting at 8:16.
Second.
Mike, the floor is yours.
The guys got done cleaning out decks and around headers. Started tree trimming yesterday. We're obviously cutting ditches. I didn't put the big pipe in yet because I was waiting for everybody to get done, but I still gotta do that. It looks like everybody is.
The new truck is in, bed's on it, and it's been delivered.
Oh.
So he did, what was that, a week ago? You sent me a picture, that's there.
Did you get the other 2 sold?
Yes. One guy came and picked it up last week. The other one I don't know yet, he's coming sometime.
Good.
No bids on the bug mill?
No.
Not a single dollar.
We do have reserves on that. What's it worth?
I put 10.5 on it. Not knowing.
I mean, I would think somebody that, if we needed one,
I'm gonna
it'd probably be
try a
50.
different place to get rid of next time. You just haven't listed it yet. Reached out to Dave, see if he knew anybody. But
Okay.
no takers yet.
Do how long has it been since you used that, or is it just something just?
Yeah, we haven't used it. Probably been 2014, 2015.
Yeah, get rid of it.
So when we're not set up for it anyway, they sold the paver and stuff, so.
Everything else is done.
And then try to sell a couple of those buckets. Might be some smaller stuff to get rid of, but
Okay.
What kind of truck was it that we got? Was it a Mack?
Freightliner.
Freightliner.
Yep. They come through with a way better deal than they have in the past, so. We got the hitch on, we're getting other stuff put on it, light power,
Be ready for
yeah.
winter.
Now, we got the salt spreader yet for it, but
Yeah, will they give you a
That
timeline
might
on
be-
that?
he said it was 29 weeks out when he ordered it, so
Okay.
I'm hoping to have it before you get it. And then the other truck was set up, the one we sold was our old Sanger truck too. But we had another one already plumbed up, ready to go,
Yeah.
swap it over.
Is that the one that was rusted out real bad?
12 was the Sanger truck that was rusted out real bad.
So is there anything we can do, or do you do anything to prevent,
We
the corrosion?
just bought some stuff, we're gonna try it, a guy showed us stuff, you spray it on. It's supposed to keep the salt down, the state says they use it, so we bought a 5-gallon bucket of it, we're gonna try it. We don't normally have salt problems, it's just that's a salt Sanger truck, so
Yeah.
we don't put on salt like they do.
No, you're tabling more sand than you are salt.
You remember what the name of the product is? Is it like a grease or real thick?
It's clear, it's like, almost looks like water stuff,
Huh.
but I can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember the name of the stuff that I was telling you about that I spray on my sprayer, but I've seen online where guys, like on their semis or whatever, in the spring, they'll wash it and then they'll spray their frame, and then in the fall, they'll do it through the winter, and it protects it.
It's pricey, but we're gonna try it.
If we
I
could,
told you it works, we're gonna buy some of that stuff to put on our oil truck. Different products, same kind of stuff.
Make it easier to clean.
do you have, anything to spray it with?
Yeah, yep. Hopefully it'll work. That old truck has been there a long time, it's 95, so.
Yep.
Guy was tickled pink who bought it.
Good. Good. May make him a good truck.
For what they wanna do.
Yeah.
The other truck's going to Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm.
Being hauled there.
I mean, he said he wants to drive it, but.
It's up to him. Once it leaves the lot, the warranty's over.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys are making it all happen still, so thank you for.
Anybody choose on, you just send them to me, and I'll be happy to talk to them.
Yep. Our phone's always available. Okay.
You good?
Oh, I know what I wanna talk to you about on, shit, I don't know what the road it is, but on Remington Blacktop, before we turn and go back to Remington, where you go down material.
300.
Glenn called me and asked me to go look at, he said that the right side of that road is starting to maybe
Been
slow
like
off.
that for probably 4 or 5 years. We've looked at it.
The problem is there's, I don't know if you're familiar with what's underneath that road. It's muck, and then if you dug down, you're gonna find timbers. That's how they finally held it from back in the 1800s. They put timbers, trees under it, but Glenn thought that maybe it's just so much more truck traffic and everybody getting over, so I don't know how you fix.
It's been like that for quite a while, like I said, 4 or 5 years. And we just put a maintenance seal on that, but I don't think the crack has grown any
Okay.
in the past 3, 4. So.
He thought it was sinking, but maybe it's not, so we just
gotta
keep
keep
an eye on it.
on it.
Yeah, it has increased traffic on that road, there's quite a bit, this,
It made sense what he was saying.
yeah, no. I agree.
Yeah, we just gotta keep an eye on that spot.
That whole area right there, I mean, there's a reason why Dick Clark doesn't farm that to the north anymore.
No,
He, after the third time, he's like,
Burying
I'm
it.
never going back out into
Yeah.
it again.
yep. It likes to swallow ag equipment. Kinda like berries out here on 100.
Yep, oh yeah, Gibbs has some too.
Mhm. All right, thank you, have a great day.
You too. Just stop out there sometime.
Ingrid,
Yes.
you're up next.
Alright, well, first on Nebraska, I'm sorry about that, but we're here for an alley vacation petition filed by Mr. Norris. He's right over there if you have any questions in the town of
Let's go up,
Wadena.
Chair, and come on up, both of you can come up here, please.
What we're doing is there's a map attached to the petition. He's petitioning to vacate the alleys here on the block of Wadena that he owns, these are right there. And then also a portion of a street where there's currently a building sitting. I don't think you put that there, but we're
No,
trying to
that
fix
was
that now.
pre-existing.
It's been advertised, I've talked to the adjacent landowner, and there weren't any objections that I've gotten, I don't know if you've gotten any, but I'm assuming we're okay.
So the landowner around that is,
Alvin Budrow?
Alvin Budrow. Now, you're putting your new house on that lot there, right? If I seen right this weekend when I was over there,
Yeah,
right there in that back corner.
Yeah, right.
Yep, okay.
Can I see that? Just- I went by there, but.
No, from what I can see, everything else is just trees in there, isn't there? In that entire square block?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's overcrowded trees.
Cause
We're
we're,
over here, this is where the
Yeah.
house was that burnt?
no, his was right here that burnt
Yeah, okay.
originally. And, so he come across to the east.
Are there goats there now or something, or is there?
No, it's just a big block of overgrown trees.
Yeah, all this
Okay.
is.
I was thinking I saw something where it was fenced in and
He's
there's.
putting his house right here.
Yeah.
In this portion, and he's been cleaning all this up.
Yeah.
And getting it removed. Now, I noticed there's a house trailer behind your old place.
Yes.
Is there somebody that lives in it?
Somebody does live there, but I don't own anything back there. I just own that fence to the back of the house that burned.
Okay. And then you do own this property now where the shop is or whatever?
Yeah, so the property that I own, the shop doesn't sit directly on the property. It sits on county property on a dead end road.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since I've had it, it's been advertised, like even if you look on the GIS website, the first thing that pops up is a picture of that shop. However, if I wanted to make any adjustments or improvements or even sell it, technically in the buyer's terms, they're like, well, the shop doesn't sell the property.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to correct on that end.
This guy, who was it that had that? Was it
Boarding.
Fordings had that?
Yeah.
And they added that piece on, and I don't know if there was even any permitting done or anything, it just got built one night. So, poof, there it is.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission. I'm a fan of that.
So do you own all this then?
Yeah, I own all 4 of those.
And there's alleys that are in it, we're just one of those.
Yeah, and none of your neighbors over here have an issue with whatsoever?
No.
Okay,
I'm good with it.
yeah.
Don't stop cleaning, just keep going.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of, I know Wadeena's been kind of noted for just a mess.
well, they were moving like crazy last weekend. The yellow dump truck was flying all over the place and the skid steer, they were moving things around.
I'm gonna continue to keep purchasing property on that end of town as it comes available, but I plan to just clean up a lot of it.
Okay,
I mean, I have 5 boys right now, and I have another one on the way, so, I mean, it could be a retirement village for my family.
you're gonna rename the town before long, aren't you?
Good plan.
Yeah, and I don't have, Beth, is there any reason we should have an issue with just changing?
I mean, isn't it,
Who pays the taxes on that portion that building sits
it's
on?
not on a parcel. That's the problem.
So what do we need to do?
I think my understanding, the parcel, what is it, to the east of it, where that house, like
Yeah.
that makeshift house trailer, you own that, right?
So I don't own the small trailer off to, there's 2 lots there plus the shop. I don't own the small trailer just yet, but that's actually in the works.
Let me see the pictures.
Yep,
Okay, so
So I own that one
right, so and this legal is part of this parcel, right?
Well,
No, so
Or is this a parcel?
that's not a parcel, I just drew that to show
Okay.
the portion of the street that's being vacated, so this will stay open.
Right,
And then just that portion and not the alley running behind it will be closed yet.
okay.
So I pay taxes on the middle, just, I guess, not exactly where the shop sits, cause it's not a parcel. I don't know if that could be combined or, I guess I'm clueless.
So I guess,
that part will
does the
stay in.
county own this?
I
Like,
believe
is
that
that
was a
the
dead
county
end
right
road.
of way?
Technically, yes, the county does own that. So the plan right now is if this does get vacated, then we'll be asking Mr. Budrow for a quitclaim deed for his half. Because when you vacate it, splits it, and he would get half and Mr. Budrow would get half of the
Now,
vacated
you
right
wanted
away.
Now, are we talking about the road that's coming off of 600 going south, or
This
just,
one right here.
just,
This section.
just that, not the actual road that's coming off 600, that'll stay open?
Mhm.
Okay. They're here with us.
Yeah, they just came in.
They just come in.
Hello.
You guys wanna come up so we can make sure everybody's on same page? Grab the chair.
There you go. Well, you can unpark it.
Yeah.
So do you have any issue with what they're wanting to do?
Closing those alleys, no, I don't have any issue with that. I mean, it's moot point, there's nothing there, I mean.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely nothing. You got a bigger job cleaning it up than
Yes, sir, I do.
all that. No, the only thing that I was concerned about was, there's an alley across the back of the town that
Borders your ground from the town.
right down through here, and this is all grown up in trees. And there's a waterway that goes south down here, but the trees blocking the way, and there's a whole bunch of junk and boats and everything else in there. It's forcing the water out across my land, instead of coming down here and go through the waterway like it's supposed to.
So all that needs cleaned out, basically.
Right, that all needs to be cleaned out. Now, Aaron has talked to the county highway before, and nothing. I mean,
We know, anybody have any idea who's dumped all that stuff there over the years?
So there was a church on that property that he's talking about. So in reference where he's at right now is actually a church property.
Okay,
There was a church
right there.
right here. And there's a huge pile of stuff there. When the Poindexters had it, that church burnt or whichever. But they dug a big hole here, and most of the remnants that are right here is from when they dug that hole. However, there is some debris in it that I'm working on cleaning up. I'm working on this now, obviously working on where my new house is going.
Right.
But I plan to get all this stuff cleaned up back here. However, it's not an issue. I mean, if it's my responsibility to take out all the trees back here, then I'd be more than willing to do that.
Do all the trees need to come out of it, or just the stuff that's,
I
are the
think
trees down in the bottom of the waterway where it comes around?
they're right along the edge of the waterway and all with the limbs and everything, of course, they're just all fell over and they're just plugging it there. But they are on that alleyway, and I mean, if you don't take them out, they're gonna come right back.
They just junk trees.
Yes, mulberry and all that stuff.
Basically, there's a ditch that runs right alongside of that road, and then it turns and goes to his waterway that leads to the field.
Right.
Okay, so you're draining from two ways then, you're coming around your side and then it's also coming from the north.
Right, and then I think, I never realized it before, but the ones coming off of, I don't know who owns it now, but we're Sears Farm over here.
Yeah,
That comes down on this street, and there's one that comes down here off of the old railroad to the north, and it comes down on this street, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it runs here, and it runs along 600, and then dumps down this same road here.
Yeah.
It's the biggest ditch out there.
Right.
Which I've done some work on that ditch too, because it was so overgrown and full of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Found a lot.
that can't handle anything for what you got up here coming off of it, because you got over 100 acres
Yeah.
the watershed
of
coming
watershed
into it.
coming down there, and I mean, it comes fast because it's a steep hill.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, that is, the elevation is quite,
So you don't have any problem cleaning out what he's,
I don't have any problem taking down any of those trees there. I'd actually prefer it, because it looks like a gobbled up mess, and the trees are kind of sideways, and there's quite a few hanging over into his
Yeah.
field. Mike Cobley owned that church lot, and that's who I purchased it from. I know he used to work with Aaron a little bit, driving a truck for him or something, and they were
Oh, yeah.
talking about it. I just don't know.
I know who you're talking about now.
His concern was he didn't know if it was county or not. I don't really care. I'll flip the bill to cut them down, whether it is county or not, just because it's a mess, so.
But when you cut them, spray them, well, they'll come right back.
Yeah,
Put
well, I
them
mean,
on.
I'll dig them out with an excavator. I mean, it's probably a good timing to do that. If you don't mind me, if I make any sort of track over there on the side of the field, just make sure I get everything cleaned up for you.
Yeah. That's all
But
I'm worried
I
about.
dig all the roots out with an excavator, so.
how much debris are we talking was in there? You're saying something about boats and,
So I've gotten rid of the boats. Basically, there's a huge pile of dirt that's mixed in with bricks and rocks and all kinds of things
Yeah, I
that I
think-
need to somehow get filtered.
I think it's the remains of that church. isn't it?
Yeah, there's some remains, mainly dirt and brick and rock. And then where I'm building my house, I just moved a bunch of other really dirty dirt over in front of that pile. But that huge pile that's on that lot is one of my next priorities. And then there's also a big pile behind the shop here, which is what we're here about today, is that part of that property. There's a big pile back there. I mean, those are my two biggest priorities, just because the piles are so big.
okay. So I guess from what I'm gathering here between the conversations is both of you are more willing to work with each other so we can get that cleaned
Yeah,
up
that's no problem.
and, we get the water draining back the way it needs to be, get the trees out of there.
That would be great, it would be really great, because you come in there to open up that field, and then there's just a little dab between the waterway and the house trailer lot over there.
Yeah.
And trying to come in there with all these trees overhanging here and opening that up, it's a nightmare. I mean, you practically gotta,
Yeah, no, I get it, I understand.
so what kind of a timeline are you thinking of that you'd be able to get that?
I can get them out in the next couple of weeks. My concern here is basically the church lot, the width of that to that ditch that's alongside of the church. I could take care of all those trees. Jerry Richard owns from that side of the ditch around to that other trailer back there. That would be my only concern as far as those trees. I'm sure he wouldn't be against it. It would probably just be something that just a little bit of conversation. But, I mean, those trees on his lot would probably remain until we could figure out something there. But on mine, on the old church lot, I could definitely.
now you own all these lots across here to that?
Yeah, so I own this one, in this one. I don't own this trailer here, but there's no trees from here over.
Right.
It's just the church lot here. Now I could get rid of all these trees here,
Mm-hmm,
but then on this side of the ditch is somebody else's property.
right.
I wouldn't be against taking them out, however, I just have to get his permission.
Jerry's usually pretty good to work with.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
that's who I've bought a lot of this from, so. I'm working on purchasing these two from Jerry. He's wanting to keep these three that he has, but these two across from, I'm
Yeah.
building a new house here.
Right, I seen that.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Thank you. I'm working on purchasing these two across from him, and that would eliminate a whole lot more trees.
Right,
But that main ditch comes through right here,
right.
and that, I've noticed a lot of big issues, especially within this part of the ditch here. I've cleaned up a lot from here to the
Yeah.
600, what I need to do from there.
Yeah, I think there's a great big tree right here, what's causing all this.
Yeah, there's.
Because it can't get from here to here.
Yeah. Once you get into the actual ditch here where it leads into your drainage field here,
Mm-hmm,
there's a lot of trees that are growing right in the middle of that. So
right.
if you're not against me coming
No.
over here, then I'd be more than willing to take them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sounds to me like at this point, we're good all the way up until he talks to Jerry's, which I know that you said down that corner, it's hard to get into.
Yeah, trying to get in there, cause you got the waterway and there's only one place here for you to cross in the waterway and it's right in those trees.
Well, sounds like this is a good start to it. He'd get most of that cleaned up. That'll benefit both of you. Now, we vacate that alley. That'll be written into where they still have their easement on both sides, right? So as far as property lines and whatnot?
So eventually, we were hoping for a quick claim deed from you guys for your half of that street that gets vacated. And then you can either combo that parcel, but if we need to reserve an easement in that, we can.
Do you feel that you need an easement back there? Or are you good with what your property line is on your farm?
I think I'm good with how we get in there, cause we come in off the road up here.
Okay,
And, the only thing is, Aaron parks a semi here when we're harvesting, cause it's not in the field, it's
right.
right alongside that street.
Well, it's not like there's a lot of traffic through there anyway,
No.
so. And he's pretty much has it all bought up, so he can.
So as far as what you mean by that, is that like adding this to this lot and then behind the shop here would gain them more property?
So when you split it up, it goes half and half, they get half, you get half, and then he's gonna quick claim hopefully his interest back over to you, so this will become a new parcel here that you can add to this one or keep it as a separate if you want.
Okay. Well, whichever works, I guess I wouldn't mind.
Now, will that, if that vacates that, the street will just be from the Second Street on, right?
Right, from the shop, not the whole thing,
Right.
just that piece where the shop sits.
Right.
Cause it'll still be ours, it goes down and then goes back to the east. It'll still make that.
Right now, it goes from that building clear back to the alley back behind, right?
Mhm.
And then when you vacate that, will that vacate clear to the alley?
No, so it's stopped right before the alley. It's just the piece adjacent to the parcel that he owns.
Okay.
Will that hinder anything?
I don't think so. The only thing I was thinking of is if this half back here, if it stops at the building, then we'd have to be mowing this back in here. Or trying to farm that, and that wouldn't work at all. I guess
So it'll go back to right here, that's where it'll stop.
okay, back at the alley then. And then will that alley back there be vacated?
No one's petitioned to vacate that one yet.
Okay, cause see, that one more or less is a waterway
Mm-hmm.
coming from the west down to meet that other.
Yeah, I don't see any need to vacate that alley at all.
And that's what you're stating is used basically as a waterway to get the water over
Yeah,
to the,
that's the way the water flows, and right now it's grassed.
well, then I
And
think.
so you mow that, or you can get to that?
I can't get to that when the crops are up. But I think
Yeah,
whoever
I'm mowing it.
this has been mowing it. I mean, they're just mowing clear over the crop line.
I guess we probably need to make sure that stays, that we don't necessarily vacate that part of it, if that's what's getting the water around the town and getting away from his properties, and also so it's not impeding.
Yeah, and
On
my house, that
alleys.
part there, that alley there is technically a ditch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
well,
is.
We need to leave that that way then.
Okay, so that's what we,
Cause even if it was vacated, we couldn't farm it. I mean,
Right.
there's no way.
Right, I
Because it-
understand.
It's a waterway, basically.
Yeah, well, for both of your benefits, it needs to stay that way from what I'm understanding from the conversations.
Right.
So, I mean, if he gets that opened up over there where it goes into your main waterway going south and gets all those trees out, and then that gets cleaned up coming around, that should help both of you. So,
Yeah, I can talk with Jerry too on that, his side of the ditch there for those trees. I have a pretty good relationship with him, so I don't see it being an issue, it'd just be more or less of getting rid of the trees, so.
Well, like you said, they're junk trees. I mean, they're mulberries, I'm almost sure.
need to go anyway. No,
I love it.
yeah,
Make it
I'm
happen.
good
I'll
as
make a
long
motion to
as long as you guys are in agreement. Yeah, I'll second, I'm good.
Yeah.
Anything's an improvement for what it is now.
Yeah, I think he has, he's been, unfortunately, with what happened to them and their family last Labor Day, but,
Yes.
I'm trying to get it all cleaned up, I
You
don't
are.
wanna leave a mess out.
no, you're doing a good job. You're making a,
so is Eddie your granddad?
Yes.
Yeah, then, good.
I was born and raised out there, just, I'm a little more fortunate than they are, so I'm trying to get this half cleaned up, and I mean, eventually I'd like to continue buying more, but that's my goal. I mean, honestly, I love it out there, just, I mean, nobody really messes with you.
it's quiet.
Yeah. Tried to turn Wadena around a little bit, at least on that end of town, so.
Once you get on the other side of the railroad tracks, it's something else.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I know I brought that up yesterday, the home that burnt.
Yeah.
We need to look into
Yeah, getting that.
getting that taken care of, so.
Yeah, the only
Took a
reason.
big chunk off of it already, haven't you?
Off mine, yeah. I think he's talking about the other one down.
The other one down the street.
Oh,
That way.
yeah. Okay, I follow you.
I just had to wait a while on mine because it was under investigation through Milwaukee. There's a power tool battery that they say,
Started it,
yeah.
okay.
Well, on that other one, is he living in the house trailer or that camper that's parked there?
I don't know, I can't answer that.
Sure.
That family moved, didn't they, after that
Yeah, I
fire?
think if anybody would be there, it'd probably just him.
Okay,
No. I see him come there usually in the evenings when I'm out there on the weekends, but I don't know that anybody's staying there.
okay,
Real nice guy, he just gotta get all that stuff cleaned up.
yeah, no, yeah. Okay, everybody good? Good, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Yes.
Feeling good?
Yeah, how you been?
Good.
All the cropping and everything.
Just got done, 2 days ago, so.
We finished up Friday.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. When the wind's blowing, you're laying in the bed, it's like, that doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
You guys have a great day,
We'll do that, you guys do the same.
thank you.
Stay out of trouble, Tom.
Nothing, they'll start that now.
Yeah.
Jacob, would you like
I get promoted, well, I showed up late because I was on a phone call with a porter.
So does he have an excavating business or something?
No, so he, plumbing,
Plumbing for Blue Fox.
yep,
For who?
Blue Fox.
Okay.
He does very well, he's a good guy,
Does Ed still live out there, or is
as
that?
far as I know, yeah.
Cause at one time he'd gone over there to where the barn is, but is he not there anymore at the, you know where I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I guess I can't answer that,
He still lives in the trailer,
still in the trailer.
right next to the barn.
Seth, what happened to our clock?
I think they're shaky hands changing the time. That must have.
Okay.
Is Kathy supposed to be here?
She's coming.
Is she?
She thought 9:45.
Huh?
She thought 9:45.
Oh,
Really?
Time change.
just see, I sent my reply back this morning,
Yep, I saw that.
so
I saw that.
we need to get all that removed and then we'll move forward. Hi,
Good morning.
how are you?
I'm good. I thought you said 9:45. Sorry.
You blame it on that too.
Yeah. I have some reappointments and a new one for the Board of Health. The new one is Tricia Keeper, the vet from,
Don't.
yeah, Portland.
Dr. Moody. Whitney Muller, that's Clayton's wife.
Who's
Clayton.
And so what are we doing here? We just, are we voting for one, or are all of these?
No, they're
They've
appointed.
been
Okay, they've already been
appointed by the
appointed.
board, yeah,
So,
reappointed,
We just reappoint them,
Okay.
and then that's a new one,
yeah.
right?
And then one of you just need to sign below Dr. Downey.
Okay. Everybody in agreement?
Yeah, I guess so.
Down here at the very bottom?
Yeah.
Want that on all four of them?
Yes, please.
Okay, what else?
Thank you. And this is a printer. It's been used and it has like 60 hours on it. And to replace the one we have, it's it wasn't a very good one, but we bought it during COVID. And it's kind of on its last leg. And I'll pay for that from preparedness grant. And it's $3,200.
Does it still come with any warranty or any maintenance contract or anything with it, or?
It'll be the same. We pay for it pays for all the toner and then any extra color copies or black and white that we make.
Okay.
But
You already got it figured out how you're gonna pay for it, that's the.
Yep.
well,
You want a motion on that, Beth, or make a motion for Kathy and the health department to be able to purchase a new printer at $3,200?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
So while you're here, I got a question for you too.
Okay, oh.
Know that Troy Lee called me and said, you told him he had to get an architect for the building in Oxford.
I told them they had to have a state design release. Now, a lot of times that's done by the contractor. So, and I did tell them that.
Okay, well,
When
he
they
told
asked
me that he had to hire an architect, and I'm like, that
I
doesn't
never
sound.
told him that,
Okay,
no. I just told him that a lot of times the contractor will take care of that. So,
okay.
is that it? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Not you, John.
Pardon?
Do your name thing.
So you don't forget.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was getting that out of the way for.
John P. Gick. There. Claiming stuff out of the way.
Yeah, that's fine. This is payroll.
Need a motion to accept payroll.
Second that.
Nope.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
I'll make a motion to approve your statements.
Second.
Monthly claims.
Make a motion to approve your monthly claims.
Second.
Third.
Whichever. Is that it?
The other one, anyway.
Ron, you got anything for us?
Nothing.
Wow.
Different, isn't it?
Everything going good?
Oh, yeah, till last night we had a chlorine leak, and we can't find it. But it showed we lost like 45, 50 pounds of chlorine somewhere. All the alarms were going off, and if you lose that much, you definitely
Mm-hmm.
smell it around the neighborhood.
The alarms went off.
Yeah. So it's, don't know why, but it's sort of back to normal now.
We just wait and follow the bodies.
Chris, you can come on up. Yep.
There was still a smell.
Good morning.
How are you?
Everything's good.
I don't, have we ever officially met, John?
I think so.
It's just.
Well, I know you probably
we
know
went
that's me,
around
right?
with
Yeah.
ammonia.
Okay.
How are you?
There you go, and you're Phil, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Your son does my secretary.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Probably wouldn't.
Okay. Okay, I'm here on behalf of Bend Community Food Co-op. I know John knows all about us. Yeah, what, the co-op is, basically it's not a free handout. For those of you who don't know what a co-op is, remember our shoppers have to pay a minimum fee per month to shop. They can shop once a month, it says there on the pamphlet. Family of 1 to 4, or 1 to 3 is 25 a month, 4 to 6 is 30, and then above 6 is 35. We've had to increase our rates last year just because of the grocery prices. So what I'm expecting with, everybody knows with the SNAP benefits being cut and the unforeseen future, what's going to happen there, I'm expecting an influx in shoppers this week. We were not open last week to kind of try to prepare for it. What I've been seeing in the last month or so is an increase in shoppers that have been members, but they haven't been to us for a while. And so they're starting to come back now. We're serving 25 to 35 families per week, which may not sound like a lot, But when you add up how many individuals are in those families, because Benton County has some large families, so it could be anywhere serving 100 to 200 individuals when you actually make the count for that day. We operate on about $10,000 to $12,000 budget per month. When we're starting our 10th year. We started our 10th year October 16th. When we started, it was $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and it's doubled in the last 9 years, which we all see our own pocketbook of groceries going out building. So I'm afraid with the influx of shoppers we're gonna have, it's really gonna stretch the dollars that we have left for the rest of the year. So I'm here to make a plea for some partnership with the county again. I know the county's helped in the last, 4 or 5 years maybe. They've been able to give us some supplemental money. We operate on private donations. Community Action Program is our fiscal agent. That's who I officially work for. They handle all our funds. Every dollar that goes through them, goes through audits, the whole works. They write all our checks for us, so it's all up above board. I'm just a little worried about what's gonna happen. You can feel the anxiety among my families, just the not knowing, even though SNAP, where the government said yesterday that families should get about half of what they get, what they normally get. But they're also saying, with the way the system is, it could take several weeks to months now for them to actually get their November benefits. So I think my gut feeling is when we open the doors tomorrow, or Thursday, we're gonna hit hard. We did take last week off to kind of stock our shelves and try to get ready for this. So towards the end of the year, we always push our budget. I mean, we watch our budget very closely. I have a guy in my board of directors who watches our budget very closely. So we do watch. We are very frugal with our money. We try to buy local when we can, but as you know, there's not many places in Benton County to buy groceries. So we went to Save a Lot yesterday, and Rensselaers, who does our business, most of our business, and spent $6,000 there yesterday to get the shelf stocked. We operate mostly on private donations and businesses and organizations. That's how we're able to fund the co-op, and we've been doing it now, starting our 10th year. So it's been a success, but I feel like I'm gonna need some extra help to get through the rest of the year, depending on what happens with the government. So, any questions that you have for me?
What do you think what are you asking for? How much do you think you need?
In the past, you've been able to give me 10,000. You would give me a check early on 5,000 and 5,000. So if you could do that the same, that would help us get through the end of the year. I'm hoping. We always have an influx also because of holidays, because it stretches everybody's dollars too. So if you could do that again, maybe 5,000 now and 5,000 by the end of the year, when we're going to be even shorter by the time we take all these families taken care of, that would be a great help. Any dollar amount's going to help.
Where do we get this? Where do we pull this out of?
It could come out of the economic development.
It should be the same fund for what we give to the Fowler and Boswell Senior Center as well, as what fund that they're taking care of.
Yes.
Well, I'm all for doing it.
You know, it would help. I can just feel and hear the anxiety, because I also do the Energy Assistance Program for Community Action Program. Been doing it now for 24 years. Just the news alone is making families anxious and worried. And that causes issues in families. They don't know whether. I have an influx with energy assistance because they're coming to me to get help with their electric bill, so that way they have money for their grocery bill. Or, you can come to my office one day and you can see it.
Have you ever had any interaction with Deb Parker out of the Freedom Community
Yes.
Church up in Oak Park? You guys went
Yes.
back and forth together?
Yeah, we have a lot of good partnerships. Community Action pays our rent. Otterman Methodist Church pays our liability insurance payment. The Community Foundation helps us with many things. They bought freezers and equipment and all the supplies and some cash for food. We really have a good partnership with a lot of people. A lot of churches support us, a lot of individuals help us. Another thing that happened this last year is I've lost some major donors that have passed away. And that hurts.
Yeah.
When you got somebody that really believed in our concept, and the families haven't taken over the donation, so that's kind of like, oh my, who am I gonna get to replace this now? So that's hurt us too. I mean, like I say, tell a lot of people, when I start worrying about it, I get a check. It's just the way the co-op has worked. It's amazing how it's worked. And I think the concept of not being a free handout helps a lot of people to donate, because that family has to put a little bit in.
Yes.
Now, for the $35, they're gonna go away with about $250, $300 worth of food.
Yeah.
And we don't give a lot of, we don't give candy, we don't give chips, we don't give pop, it's all healthy stuff. That we give meat, hamburger, bread, milk, eggs, butter, spaghetti, all the staples, cereal stuff. We're not an elaborate grocery store at all. They just basically get the basics. And they get to choose what they want. They can either come in and shop and take a cart and go through the aisles, or they call ahead and we go through the grocery list. Everything that's on the shelf is on paper, and one of my ladies will go over it and they say, yeah, I want this, no, I don't want that. So they get to choose what they want. We're not just putting in their bag and telling them what the family's gonna eat for the day. That's the beauty of the concept, and I think a lot of people like that. And our families like it, because they have to say so. And if they can't afford to pay their membership fee for that month, they can come in and work a couple, 3 hours. So, and we really always find a way to help them if they can. You wouldn't believe how many people go out to their car and get into the dashboard and come up with a couple, $3 or what have you. It's amazing what families will do to try to get their families fed. So, any dollar amount, 10 would help us get through the rest of the year. For Thanksgiving, the Tee It Up for TM Group, Zach Pettit's group, donates turkeys. So we're gonna be able to give away 75 turkeys. And then Coca-Cola is giving us hams for Christmas. And then I've got a couple of groups that are gonna supplement some of the trimmings that go along with those things. So it really truly is a partnership, and it works really well.
So like around Thanksgiving, do you have a special day or whatever where you need volunteers to come in and help too?
I've had a lot of people calling, yeah. Volunteers usually isn't terribly hard to get. Yeah, I've had people call we're doing it on the 20th, and then Christmas we're doing it on the 18th, and I've already had people saying, can I come in and help? Yeah, but we'll never turn down a volunteer. I can always find a job for somebody. So unloading the $6,000 worth of food that's in the trailer right now, and Jim and I got back last night, it's like, we'll come back, at 8 o'clock at night, so.
So the first check goes out the first year, and then we give another 5,000 midway through the year?
I don't know.
I thought we did it all.
You haven't gotten one from us this year, have you?
No, not this year.
Yeah.
I was
I
hoping
don't think we.
not to have to come, but.
It's just the senior citizens that we do consistently every
I
year.
think I remember talking in a meeting after the first year that we approved for,
No, I don't.
No, it was just the senior centers.
okay, well, then I'm totally fine with
With the things being a little bit tougher, can we afford to increase it a little bit this one time, just so it takes a little heat off of it?
I'm not gonna say no. You're gonna do that. Any amount helps.
where you want to go.
So we've done 10, I mean, can we do, but we've done that in two.
I didn't realize that we hadn't done anything this year. I thought I remembered in a meeting first year after we took over that all this was presented to us and we agreed on, because I knew we did the senior centers, I thought we had.
I've always had to come before you to
Yeah, the
ask.
co-op was
Yeah.
the one. It was the
Yeah, I
senior
always
centers and then 4-H council, I think, was one of them.
It had to have been something, cause yeah, I remember talking
We,
about it.
we discussed it, I remember discussing
I can go back and look, but.
it. Okay.
I know I haven't been before you.
Well, if nothing else, we'll just clear it up right now,
Yeah.
but I guess what I'm thinking is all the money that we spend in here that we're just like, yes, just kinda stupid. This is probably the most important thing we could ever spend on.
It will really help the families, and, because what we're hoping to do is, right now, they can only shop once a month, just because budgets are tight. So if we can financially do it, we're gonna let the members, shop twice a month. The second visit, they will have to prove, because you either have to be on SNAP, Medicaid, Energy Assistance, or WIC, which is Women, Infants, and Children.
Right.
You have to be on one of those 4 programs, or better. So the second visit of the month, if they can prove they're on SNAP, then we'll let them just get the basics, milk, bread, eggs, some breakfast cereal. They won't get the whole shebang that they usually get the first time, but if we can financially do it, we'd like to be able to offer
No,
that.
Thanksgiving and Christmas coming,
I mean, I would say we go 12, 5, 15, something like
cause
that.
you have a lot of them that, there's children, multiple
Oh, yeah.
children involved, correct?
Oh, yes, we have a lot of large children, but then I got the elderly.
I
They're
understand,
living
but they're
on-
on fixed incomes and
They're
so
living on
on.
$10,000 to $12,000 a year.
Letitia?
I think I have enough in my budget that if you guys did the 10, I could do 5.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I'm absolutely good with it.
Thank you, Letitia.
And I would say that anything that you need, if you just call, I'd be more than happy to come down and help
I know
or,
you're done. Okay, are you done for field work?
yeah.
Okay, good. It's good you, not many breakdowns, not a lot of rain.
I can't say that, no,
Yeah.
I had some really expensive breakdowns.
Yeah, and I just noticed one of my board members, Sherry Fisher's back there, she's on my board of directors.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Because I do have a board of directors and I do have an advisory board, and the advisory board is made up of members. They're the ones that say, Chris, you need to do this, or Chris, we need to raise our prices, or Chris, you need to offer this.
I just like that you address a lot of the problems that people complain about on welfare and stuff is the waste and fraud and stuff, and you're making everybody accountable, and you know, at that point, you know you're helping.
Yeah.
And so it's a great thing.
Yeah, they just have to provide proof of what they qualify for, and they ask for a driver's license, and that they be in the Benton Community School District, not just Benton County, because the school district, you know, is.
We've seen such an influx up there on the food truck, the monthly food truck, the number of vehicles that were coming out of Illinois and all over the place. I mean, they figured out it was there, and I mean, they were coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
See,
We
just
used to do it down
Yeah.
at St. Anne's, and they would come from Chicago.
Yeah.
We've had some people try to come from Tippecanoe, and we listen to their story, and we may help them out one time, but say they can't come back. It depends on what they say. Now, if it's an elderly person, then they just,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
But
your
yeah,
heart
we
takes
don't,
over, doesn't it?
we'll say, I'm sorry, but there's places in Tippecanoe. We might help them, just give them a few basic things that day, but we don't let them come back. We just can't afford to. We're just trying to serve the Benton community area. So yeah, anything's
Thank you,
great.
Letitia, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion that, we provide $10,000, or $15,000, excuse me, 5 from economic development, 10 from our line that we use out of for the senior center.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you for what you're doing,
Thanks,
Chris.
How are you doing?
Good.
I have a second.
Second.
And also, with that, at the beginning of the year, they have to show financials and stuff. So they might get a letter, but if she doesn't submit anything, then, like, there's a whole process.
I just remember having the conversation about it because, well, I know part of it was before Rick coming, that was one of the things Brian and Mike talked about is, you know, there's certain ones that we make sure we give to every year to make sure that they're taken care of.
I mean, I can
And
go
that
back
was-
and look, but.
I know we had a discussion about it because I wasn't sure whether I should donate if you guys would donate.
Right.
So I know we had that discussion.
Okay. Well, either way, thankfully, this will get them through the end of the year and then we'll, after January, then we'll talk to them again for next year.
Yeah. That's probably the best money that we're ever gonna approve, I think.
I want to see kids go without, or the elderly.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, it's hard on everybody.
They used to, at St. Anne's, they used to do the Thanksgiving and a Christmas thing down there, and I would take kids from church down there. And one of the neatest things I think we ever did, but I mean, you would have, it'd be miserable, rainy, snow, and there would be people out there at 4 a.m. lining the blocks, waiting, you know, it's just sad.
They show up there at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, the truck doesn't get there till like 10, and they're already sitting there waiting in line. So, and that's once a month.
Does that go around the county to other places, or that's just something you guys figure?
It's like the food finder.
It's the food finders truck. Okay, next.
Drainage.
Anybody from the crowd have anything for us?
Oh, wait, tears.
Uh-oh. What is that?
I received our invoice for our tax software, financial payroll budget software for the year.
It doesn't sound like we're gonna get out of
No,
this.
I'm just, the three of us are gonna have to go get jobs to support them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't wanna see it.
No, you don't wanna.
it's a good thing you're sitting down.
Is that what it always says?
It's closed, yeah.
It's not my bill, is it?
No,
No.
no,
I wish that was my bill.
no, it's not.
That'd be a nice
You're
day.
fired.
Which that covers our office and the treasurer's office, and it's more than one software system, so. I mean, that's payroll, that's tax, that's financials, that's the treasurer's cash book. And all the support that we get from them.
Do we get support?
Oh, yeah. They're quicker than our IT.
I mean, I don't know if there's any choice to be made, or, I mean, is that?
No, there's not. I
No.
mean, unless you wanna switch software companies, which I don't want to, so no.
Or, I mean, are the other ones, is there any better where you, I mean,
No.
normally you own the software and you're done, but, I mean, they got it figured out.
I mean, that's licensing, software, support, maintenance.
How long have we been with that company?
Since 2022.
Is there anything additional that we're getting that we don't need, or that's what we
There's
need?
actually stuff that we're not even up to using yet. As far as like remote claims, each department can do their claims remotely and submit them to our office, and we're not set up for that yet, cause it's my first year and it wasn't set up previously, so.
And would that cost
And-
more?
No, that's just,
It's part of it.
just part of it that
Oh.
we haven't gotten to that yet.
So do we have that budgeted? Or,
I'm gonna say no, it'll probably come out of a wind fund like it did years previous.
is that something we need to be changing in the future to have that? And I mean, if that's a yearly expense,
I mean, I don't know.
I would think we
I
ought to
don't
have
know
all
why it
the,
wasn't
cause that
budgeted
covers everybody,
previously.
all the offices are using that, right? Or is that
It's
just,
just the auditor and
And
the
the
treasurer,
treasurer, but
which
I agree, I think it needs to be.
all
budgeted.
I mean, now that the other departments are set up on remote use, they can look at their own reports, so yes, technically, the other offices use it too.
do we have licensing fees for other office software, or that's the software that we just need in the courthouse for the most part, everybody else is?
I mean, this is just like for payroll and financials and the tax side, that is in our office. Like the assessor has her own software that she uses,
Different company?
yes, and the clerk's office uses it, or not clerk, clerk, but recorder's office uses a different recording software.
I don't know if we have any choice, but I think we ought to have, if that's a yearly thing, then that ought to be in a yearly budget and move over to that and.
Yeah, I agree.
So in the meantime, we have to make a motion to approve that.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess, unless you guys see any reason that we can get out of this,
Don't think so.
I'll make a motion to approve then, and then move to budgets next year.
Yeah, I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I thought it was gonna say Randall on the top of it, but.
No, we haven't got to that meeting yet.
No, sorry. That might be worse.
No, we already know the answer.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys know about the open house today for Bronzeback?
Yes, ma'am.
Just wanna make sure.
breakdowns, I had an IVT go out. And then I think you guys have got an engine right now that we're maybe heading towards.
That's real handy.
The engine's ridiculous that they've got that designed that way, but.
I agree.
Need a motion.
Motion for what?
Are we done?
I don't know, are we?
I'm done.
I think we are.
I saved Beth for last.
That's done, so.
I'll make a motion that Beth can leave.
Yeah. Second. Bye, Beth.
You want the real thing.
I know.
What are we waiting on?
Are you closing the meeting?
Make a motion to close the meeting at 9:18.
Second.
Text Sam, tell her
Tell her what.
we're ready.
Oh, now you're in a hurry?
Yeah, I've got stuff to do too.
John asked for copies of the bid packets.
Thank you. Where'd Mike go? Was he here for something, a question or something, or?
Thought so. He'll be back.
Mike, did you have questions or something on the ditch project, or?
Well, I thought there might be some more answers today, I don't know. I don't have any new questions, I guess.
I think the only thing that Phil and I talked about is there were some questions on some footage not being 100% accurate or something. I don't think we want to be responsible for saying, hey, it's this many feet. Somewhere in here, I think it needs to say to the contractor, you need to go do your own due diligence and measurements, and because I think if we end up giving them the exact numbers, then we're liable when it's not right. So I just thought maybe, which sounds like they've already gone out and done a lot of their measurements, which is, I think, good.
Which is why they're getting the phone calls, because what he's gotten down as far as footage on that main Siemens is not the actual footage of what actually needs to be cleared and brushed out. It's off by quite a bit. So when the bidders are putting in their bids, the contractors, if they go off what footage he has versus what actually needs to be done, then
they've got it.
The bids aren't gonna be equal.
Yeah, so I just think we need to have something in there that says you have to go do your own. These, maybe say that the footages could be plus or minus, it's up to you to be exact. That's really the only thing I would think of. See that we need to change other on it.
Footage down there at the bottom where it's actually gonna restructure. They had in there 100 and, what was it?
Just a damn much boilerplate in this. Let's just get to the. So is this broke down into the 3 different projects?
Yeah, there's 3 different pages in there. It should be right together.
Sam, how many feet was that lower end, what has to be redone there at the bottom of the Siemens? Was that the 654? Yeah, 654 foot. Plus minus relocated ditch, so I guess there's a variable in there.
So should there be 3 of these pages in there? So, cause that's the only one that I'm seeing in here is the 654.
Well, I know that's the only one that
Oh,
has to
hold
have.
on, I don't know, that's 654 again. All 3 of them might say that. Maybe that's,
Yeah, mine do too.
well, that says phase 2.
It's phase 3, phase 2. Yeah, they're all the same.
So they do have different numbers above it, I guess. It's just that 654 is always the same. So how did they do this, like when we're saying like on the 12-inch tile, it says plus or minus 3. When the contractors bid it, if they end up hitting 6 12-inch tile, you know, they find 3 of them, then is that just part of it? Or then they can rebuild for the extra ones? That's what they just call for that. We're basing this on.
That's the way we've always done it in the past. It might be, you know, like a rock shoot or something too, that.
Well, that encourages them to like, all right, I'm only getting paid for 3, so I only found 3.
Yeah.
Not that a contractor.
I'm
would ever
sure
do
they're
that.
gonna find some that.
Oh, absolutely.
They never do, I mean, that Randy never saw, or the contractors never saw.
I guess, Sam, I think the biggest thing we're down to is making sure that every contractor that has a bid packet on that main part of the Siemens has the exact footage of what needs to be brushed, so it's all bid the same way.
But do we want to give them exact and not say that?
We're not gonna give them exact, they need to go out and bid
Yeah.
it for what has to come out. I mean, they're already aware, they've driven it, they know what's gotta come out, but what Randy has in here is off from what's actually out there.
So we just need to put in their on Randy's estimated, it's up to you to get accurate. That'll just take care of problems down the road of.
That seems to be the biggest hangup from the conversations that I've had.
Okay.
Everything else, I think,
Did you come up with different feet too, Mike?
Oh, yeah. But Google Earth doesn't lie, the only thing was kind of, like you said about reconstructing a ditch, it's 650 feet, and I'm not showing near that far. So if it is 650 feet, it's way up in the field to the north, and I don't think anybody wants it up there, I think you just need it far enough away from the road to get away from the road. So it's kind of out there a little bit on that part.
So we just need to make sure that we have a clarification, I guess.
Yeah.
That yes, it's acceptable to end at this spot, whether it's 300 feet or 600 feet, this is what we're actually looking at.
And the other thing, I don't know that, I haven't read it real close the second time, but did it clarify that they definitely wanted the whole ditch cleaned for trees and 20 feet on each side at least? Instead of just one side?
25 feet.
25.
We were at 25.
25 from top of the bank?
Yep, 25 foot.
That's
And the ditch bottom and the slope has to be cleaned
Yep.
and make sure there's no trees or any of that left in it.
That's the way I understood it, but I didn't read the thing to see if it's actually been put in black and white for everybody to see.
It was
Didn't notice it.
supposed
It
to
may
be.
be in there.
Well, I don't know, it's gonna take a while to get through that to see.
Yeah, that's what we agreed on at the last meeting, is 25 foot, so. Then the only other one is there at gas line ground is what's ditch wise has gotta be taken care of, or what trees they have on the backside of it, we're leaving alone, and then whatever brush, but that's gonna be a ditch picking. Yeah,
So.
street matters.
No, not street matter, the one there south of 300. You know, where,
Oh,
Rowe used to live.
yeah.
Gary Rowe used to
Yep. Yep. Well, we were gonna brush out,
Just keep the ones there on his side
Yeah.
and brush the other side.
brush the side out, yeah.
Unless he wants them out.
Well, the Rowe family still owns that farm,
They do?
yes. He just owns the house. Gary and,
Mean junkyard?
yeah, Gary and, what's her name? His sister, she's married to Rowe. Rowe Truck.
Oh,
She was up here at the Bank of Fowler forever.
alright,
Marie,
yeah.
they still own the farm. Grettencourt's
I
farm.
didn't know that.
Yeah, Grettencourt's farming for him, but those two kids still own the farm. So they just sold the house and buildings off when parents passed.
So do you want me to change stuff in that and send it back out, or just send an email out?
I just contract, as long as we've got it in writing, and every contractor that has a bid packet that has picked up the bid packets are notified. If we can do it today, I'd appreciate it. I don't know what workload you have today, but if we can, contact each of them to give them clarification, because that's where our biggest hangup is. That's what everybody, when it comes down to bidding it, they're like, well, the footage is off from what they're wanting to brush, so we need to make sure that on the main Siemens, we'll worry about the other two later.
How many people have, bid package you got out?
6,
I think 6 or 7. Somewhere in here.
Historically, a couple of them that get them never do anything. You never know. We even had one request from Milestone. I didn't know they did that kind of work.
Yeah.
Well, if it's 6 or 7 though, it's not a terrible amount
Yeah,
that
there's
you gotta contact, but.
Somewhere, yeah. And I know that some of them won't bring it in.
See you.
Yeah, I gotta run upstairs.
Well, other than that,
It
we're
might be
done, right?
downstairs. I don't know. I have a list of them. It might be down there on my desk.
I think that's the two biggest things we needed to address. Everything else is, I think, follows suit.
Okay.
And that gives them, that way they're all on the same page as far as
Well, everybody needs
because
to
it
go up.
was, I mean, it's too much gray area. I mean, if you go off what actual footage he's got in there versus what they're all measuring out, there's, apples for apples. So, you good with that, Mike? Or
Yeah.
Are we, is there anything else that you feel we're missing?
It's as gray as possible.
Yeah, it is.
We'll get through it. I understand what you want.
Okay.
It's such a big project that hard not to have some gray area, but I think everybody understands pretty much what we're looking for, so. Right. Well, have to approve the minutes, or do we have to look at anything on that?
Just minutes.
Well, I will put that on the line. I'll make a motion to approve, last month's minutes.
I'll second them.
And if that's it, then I'll make a motion to close the drainage meeting. I think Chris got a lot of the food out of the, county home they took down there
Okay,
a while back.
good.
When is Rita in here?
She was here first thing this morning.
She in there? Okay, 'cause I'm gonna talk to her about, getting whatever it is she wants out of there. And then on, furniture and stuff like that, that's in there, TVs. Leave all that stuff there for now, do we want that cleaned out and taken to, like the thrift shop, give that to them?
I'd just let them go look at it and see if they're even interested. A lot of it's just.
So she told me in here, I went and talked to Mattson, she said we'll take everything, and I'm trying to get ready to start explaining what we'll take out. Just have them put it in the garage back here, and I'm thinking, okay.
She moves product out of that place like that.
So can we just give that to them? I mean, do we have to have any kind of an auction on any of that stuff? But, so there are things out there that probably have value that, like the refrigerators. I mean, do we wanna do anything with the kitchen area
I'd say
yet, or
as
leave
far
that
as
stuff alone?